Hi, this is Furness with Sales and Marketing Tips, where we'll be bringing you a number of new tips on how to find new business, how to prospect, how to close more sales.
You know, I spend a lot of time in hotels, and I love to see Stardust sprinkled on. And some hotels, boy, they've never even heard of Stardust. Let me tell you a story. A couple of years ago, we have a thing called the Professional Speakers Association. And we have a big conference like this once a year. We spend about £50,000. And now we're looking for a new venue. We're looking for a hotel. There's a committee. There's 5 of us. And we're looking for a place that will give us a little bit of Stardust. When we go in, all of our people that come there have got to enjoy it. They've got to love it. Somebody says, here's a hotel in Birmingham. Go to this hotel. It's great. And there's the 5 of us on the committee. I'm dressed like this. And we walk in. And it feels good. It's great. We go and we sit down. Now I want to order some coffee. And I look around, and there's a waiter and a waitress, and they're standing over at the bar. But they've just been on a sales course. This sales course says, if you don't make eye contact with your clients, you don't need to serve them. Have we ever met any of those? If you don't make eye contact, you don't need to serve them. And there's no eye contact there. Eventually, excuse me, can we get some coffee? And this is what happens. A young guy walks up to me. What? I said, could we get some coffee, please? Anyway, we now start to get the feeling that maybe this is not the right hotel for us. Lunchtime, the same thing happens. We get them over there, and I said, we'd like to order some lunch. And he comes up to me, and he says, I want you to pay cash. Last week, we had some people that came in dressed fancy like you, and they ran away without paying. Guess where we didn't have our conference? How much of those 2 people cost that hotel, cost that organization? And that's why I say everybody has got to be sales focused. These 2 people weren't sales focused. Different story. I do a lot of work in Dubai. I love Dubai. Anyone been to Dubai? It's fantastic. And if you're going to take a trip there, I'm going to tell you the best place to go to. I phoned a friend of mine. I said, we're coming to Dubai. Which hotel should we go to? He says, you've got to go to the Royal Meridian Hotel. I said, why? He says, because it's a magical experience. He says, when you walk in there, you will have an experience like nowhere else. It costs exactly the same as every other hotel, but when you walk out there, you will feel special. So we book the hotel. We book it on a bed and breakfast basis only. I don't like hotel food. I said to my wife, we'll take 30, 40 pounds every night, and we'll go to a different restaurant in Dubai. So we go and we check into the hotel. Now, normally I've got to stand around for about 10 minutes while somebody does something behind the counter, and then they'll serve me. Straight away, somebody comes out. They take us to a little section, fresh orange juice. And she says to me, sir, we see that you've booked on a bed and breakfast basis only. She says, you know, we've got 8 restaurants in this hotel. One has just been voted the best restaurant in Dubai. Because it's your first visit here, all of your evening meals free. Now, there's not many words that motivate me, but free is way up there, I've got to tell you. I looked at my wife, I said, this is great. That night we go down to the restaurant, I said to the waiter, what is the steakhouse like? This guy turns into the best salesman I have ever seen. He says, you know, your knife, it goes through it like butter, it melts in your mouth. Now I'm saying to my wife, what we're going to do every night, we'll just stay in the hotel. We'll go to a different restaurant. We were going to take 30 or 40 pounds. We were going to go to different restaurants. Now we'll buy the best wine. We'll have some liqueurs. We'll have some cocktails. Where does a hotel make all their profit? Booze. The next morning I'm down at the pool, talking to the guy next to me. I said, you know what? All my evening meals, free. Nothing. He says, me too. And I then realized what a great strategy that was, under-promising and over-delivering. You see, this hotel had worked out that everybody was going to go out every night. They weren't going to have anyone in the restaurants. This way, they're keeping everybody in. They'd worked it into the price already. They just made people feel special. Within 2 hours, everybody knew our names. I said to my wife, this is weird. I'd walk past the chambermaid. Morning, Mr. Furness. I said, no, this is scary. I've never seen anything like this. We'd go down to the swimming pool. We'd be lying down there. You know what it's like when you go to a hotel, you want a bottle of water, they charge you £3 for a bottle of water. Free water for us. little spray bottles to make us feel fresh, little face cloths. It was an unbelievable experience. At the end of it, I said, this is magic, this is Stardust. I want to find the person that has turned this organization around. 32-year-old lady from England had taken the hotel over 2 years before. It was right at the bottom of the Meridian group. When I was there, it was number 1. I said to her, I like to find out what makes a success. How do you get that Stardust? What do you do? And she explained some of her strategies. And it's very similar to your strategy. She said, where do we want to be now? Where do we want to be in 2 years' time? We want to make it the most magical experience for anyone that comes to our hotel. And everybody's got to buy into that. So they set the parameters. They said, this is what we want to do. And everybody bought into it. I said, how do people remember my name all the time? She says, people feel special when they're called by their names. Isn't that true? We go into a restaurant, they say, hello, Mike, and you sort of look around if anyone else has seen. People love to be called by their names. So all the staff goes on a course to remember names. They have team building every day on one of the beaches. Everybody's out there. They've got a general manager. You've got a cleaner. Everyone's working together. They've got great team building. They've got innovation. They have a prize for the best innovator, the same as you're going to have a little bit later on. The prize that year went to one of the swimming pool staff. She said, we get feedback every year, and we try to find out what makes our hotel good. We spend $5 million refurbishing our rooms. Not one person mentions how good our rooms are. Everybody mentions the free water, the free spraying, the little face cloths. Do you know where that idea came from? It came from one of the swimming pool staff. You see, each and every one of you can make a huge difference. You know what's going to work for your clients and your customers. And if you want to have a great experience, this is the place to go. Do you know what? I've become the best salesperson for this organization, the Royal Meridian Hotel. I tell thousands of people about this hotel. The same thing's going to happen for you. If you meet one of your customers and your clients and you turn it into experience, they're going to tell everybody else about that. And that's how you build your reputation.
Thanks so much for watching the video. And as a little gift, please go to frankfurnessresources.com/downloads. And there are a lot of free ebooks, a lot of software, all yours for free for just watching the video. So remember that again, www.frankfurnessresources.com/downloads.